dance floor.
Come on!
Hey guys, it's Shock here, and I got my rematch here versus IcyFox. Right after we did the first GU battle, as you guys seen, I think it was battle number 212, he asked for a rematch when we decided to go different teams, and I really, after this battle, I have gained a new passionate hatred for tangrowth, as you'll see. The song is Won by Metallica. So I'm going to lead my Guardian as he leads with the Zapdos, and I know I'm going to die to probably any electric move he goes for. So I go for the Tailwind just because I want to be uber fast and everything. Well, at least something on my team for the next 3 turns. So he goes for the Thunderbolt, and that does take my Guardian out because my Guardian just has max speed, max special attack. So I'm going to go on to my Doom, which is a timid, nasty plot Houndoom. And as you're going to see, I'm going to be rather disappointed. I have the Focus Sash, so he breaks my Sash. I couldn't believe I lived that. And I go for the Fire Blast, and then I realized after this, he's special defense bulky because +2 stab Fire Blast didn't KO. And I was like, wow, I've just lost 2 Pokemon in the opening turn, and Houndoom would have been really nice if I hadn't foddered it off so freaking early. As you'll see here. I'm going to go into my Elefunk. It's a Choice Banded all-out attack Donphan set that I made. There's no Stealth Rocks, no Rapid Spin, and it's got Poison Jab, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Ice Shard. So he's going to go for the Sleep Powder and misses, and I go for the Stone Edge, and I don't miss. And I'm like, come on, critical hit. But it does a lot. I mean, Tangrowth's got pretty good defense, but I mean, it does a lot more than I thought it would have. So he goes for the Sleep Powder and doesn't miss. Again, so now I'm asleep, and now I'm going to switch out here, forgetting that sleep counter had reset it, changed in Gen 5, and I went on to my Cobalion as he goes for the Stun Spore, and I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Because now 2 Pokemon on my team are status, 1 I can't even use, and this one has been completely crippled. He's going to go for the Earthquake, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to take that Earthquake. Come on, Cobalion's Epic Defense. Yay, I might be at 3 HKO. And I go for the Swords Dance because I know that is the only shot I have at either taking this thing out or doing a lot of damage. Now, this is where I really told myself, wow, you know, Close Combat probably would have been a better option than Sacred Sword, but I'd put Sacred Sword in there for Chansey and such because it'd be like, haha, screw you, Evilite. And I do live that second Earthquake, and I go straight for the Sacred Sword, and it does next to nothing. I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. I mean, that was a +2 Jolly, but, I mean, wow. So I go into my Melodic now, just because I'm like, yeah, you're going to switch Fear the Ice Beam. And I take that Earthquake pretty nicely, because I do believe I have max defense. I am max special attack, max special defense. I think this is my 4th gen Melodic set that had Ice Beam, Surf, Recover, and Aqua Ring. So I go for the Ice Beam, and I take that Tangrowth down, and I'm like, boo freaking yeah. This is probably where I actually should have switched into Melodic when he went for the Sleep Powder, because then I could have been like, boom. So he's going to go on to Serebii now, and I'm fearing the Leaf Storm. So I'm going to go on to Cobalion, as he actually just goes straight for the Psychic, which Cobalion is going to die to that. I mean, I probably could have taken that Psychic, could have fired off an Ice Beam. So now I'm going to go on to my Poncho, my Flygon. This is actually a Hone Claw set with a Stone Edge, Thunder Punch, Earthquake, and Hone Claws. And I go for the Hone Claws here, and then I see as he switches into Dusclops, I'm like, he's probably going to wow me, Will-O-Wisp. And I'm going to switch out now because I really don't want a crippled Flygon onto my Elefunk because it's asleep. And of course he's going to miss, and I'm still asleep. So he's going to go for the Nightshade. I'm like, oh great, well I'm dead in 4 turns now. I'm like, come on, Elefunk, wake up. And now he's going to switch out into his Serebii. I'm like, come on, Elefunk. Because it would have been really nice if I'd woke up there, because an Ice Shard, Banded Ice Shard would have done a lot. He's going to go for the Nasty Plot. I'm like, oh my god, he's setting himself up so he can go for the Leaf Storm and go for 2 of them. And I wake up and I go for that Ice Shard, and I'm like, Rah! And that is going to do not as much as I thought. I was like, good God, it's a bandit. It's not a bandit, it's a bulky Serebii. As he goes for a second, nasty plot. I'm like, no, great, I'm letting this guy set up on me. This isn't good. I go straight for the ice shard. Again, actually hoping for a crit this time. I don't get a crit. It does slightly more than it did the first time. He goes for the psychic, which tells me he does not have the leaf storm. And he probably doesn't have the energy ball, so it puts me in a good spot. I mean, it would have been really nice if I had still had my Houndoom, because it would have like, boom, walled. So I got into my Poncho now, and he goes for the Psyche. I'm like, oh, how about that? He is faster than me. Crap. So I just lost my Flygon. I'm like, oh dear God, the heck. So now I'm gonna go into my melodic, my like bulky, my special defense wall, pretty much of this team, I guess you could say. And he goes for the Psychic, and I'm like, come on, live it. Come on, live it. I live with 20 HP, I'm like, boom, baby! And I go for the Ice Beam, and I take out his Serebii. I'm like, oh yeah, but I think this, I'm down to just my melodic. I think. Just my melodic and Cobalion. If I remember right, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just down to my melodic, actually. So he's going to go on his B-Sharp as I go straight for the recover. Predicting, I think he was going to actually Sucker Punch me here. No, he goes for the Brick Break because he figured I'd just go for the serve and try it for best hopes. Now, in the next turn, I probably screwed myself over. I probably had no chance to win this battle. But I go for the Aqua Ring as he goes for the Substitute. Now, I should have served here because I could have put him in the HP range where he couldn't have substituted. But, you know, now it's where he's probably got the Swords Dance. But I said to go for Aqua Ring, and I'm going to go for the Recover here because I do have, you know, the leftovers, and I'm going to boost my HP as he goes for the Swords Dance. Now, this is where I actually should have served because then I could have, you know, broken his sub, and then, you know, I don't know, I could have lessened the score. I don't think I could have really won this match at this point. So I go for the serve, I take him out, he does go, take out his substitute, he goes for another Swords Dance one. Well, either he's going to go for the Sucker Punch, or the Night Slash. He's probably going to go for the Night Slash now, because I'm pretty sure a +4 Night Slash, unless I had a status condition, would take me out, and he does go for the Sucker Punch. I thought about clicking Recover, just to be like, LOL, what? But I do die to the Sucker Punch, so good game, IcyFox, guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and check out the previous, check out Battle 212 to see our first battle in the series of 2. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace, guys.